Hello, folks.
Hi there.
And yeah, it's alive. We're alive. We're back.
True.
And so, one thing is that we were about to do another topic today, but then I realized, whoops, my second part for my top 50 has not been done yet. And because there are,
True.
it's been a while. So we're gonna do that today. My top 50 all time, 25 through 1. And also last Wednesday there was no Kyle's show. It was 31st. It was weird to post it on the 31st. So it's gonna go live. It's gonna be Monday, Whimsy. It's gonna go
That's
up on
fine.
Monday. Yeah,
It was
and the
recorded
next
on
one will be
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah. So that's that. So it's a pre-recorded one, but I mean, like, I had to. It's gonna be January 2026 quarterly countdown instead of December, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all about the games. It's all about what you talk about.
Yeah, they won't change between when I recorded them on Wednesday and Monday.
Yes. So without further ado, let's start with my 20 through 1. 25 through 1. Here we go. Oh, it's not Aliens. It's not Xenology. Trust me, I've not played this game. But the game I've played, and the first time I played it, I was like, it's okay. It's fine. I played it with Kyle on the cruise, with Kyle and Victor, I think. Maybe somebody else. It was fine. And then, like a few years later, like or a year or so later, I'm like, well, that was a cool theme. Let me buy it. Let me try it again. And I liked it. It is like with some of the games, and it's distilled.
Sure.
The theme is cool. The theme was cool the first time. And by the way, I got the expansion, the Africa expansion, the cask strength. I haven't played with it yet. The market cards that are like different from the base game. I don't know. Anyway, it's a game about distilling the spirits and not the ghosts,
That's true.
but all of these ones. Yeah, it's very much a Euro game. It has a theme. It's not the strongest theme, but it's there. It's there. You can still feel it. And you have those different recipes. You acquire more recipes. You buy cards and casks and bottles and ingredients and whatever, and you then mix them up. And then you have this mechanism of adding. You need to have certain ingredients like sugars, water, yeast, whatever. And you can add extra cards. And then you need a cask or a bottle. And then you mix them up. And you pull one out from the top, one from the bottom of the deck that you mixed up. From the top and from the bottom. Who cares? You can just pull 2 cards away, and then you see what happens. You can be more risky, and just add the minimum requirement of things. You can be less risky, add more of that. So if you pull out a certain ingredient that is essential for the recipe you're trying to get, you'll be kind of doomed. So you put more of these, but putting more of these resources means that you are basically spending more of these resources that you might want for other rounds. So there's that risk aspect to it. And it's cool. It's a bit random in a sense, but I really like the idea. And the production is great. And it's a bit linear. But so far, maybe if there will be like there is an expansion coming out, cocktails, whatever, and maybe it will give another aspect to the game because it's not. It seems bigger than it is. It's not that heavy, and
Yeah.
I might want it a bit heavier.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with almost everything you said. I really like the game. I would say that this one is actually quite thematic, though. I think the sort of the theme of making the various spirits really kind of permeates into just about everything you're doing. And I don't
Yeah.
know that it would work nearly as well with something else. But I think the game's great. I've played it quite a lot. Apparently there's another expansion coming next year, which will give you a second sort of washback, so a second area to make a spirit, which may change a couple of
Cocktails, yeah.
things about the game.
Hmm.
But other than that, so this is one I quite like, and I like even though I'm not particularly interested in the theme. But it's just a very fun game that doesn't really feel like anything else.
True, and I fully understand if somebody feels like it's very thematic. For me, at some point when I played, at some point I feel like I'm looking at the numbers, trying to add points and kind of forget the theme and
Mm.
trying to min max a little bit, But still, it is thematic. I'm not saying it's not. It's just yeah, maybe how you approach it. All right, let's get to the next
All
game,
right.
which is a small game which I don't have expansion for still. I need to get it. And but I mean, like, it's good as it is. With the expansion, I don't know. I don't remember what the expansion adds. Maybe more powers would be great. Anyway, it's Furnace.
Oh.
Furnace is a light engine building game, and I don't have the interbellum, but the Furnace is so, I would say, simplifically. No, how's the word? It's simple yet elegant yet deep enough. Let's say that. It's an engine building game where you are bidding on those different cards, and they have the upper and part and the down part. The down part is something that you will activate during the engine activation. Let's say activating your factory. The upper part works if you lose this card in an auction, and the auction is with those numbers 4, 3, 2, 1, and one small cool part that I really like about the production: those discs are different, different sizes, so they stack on each other, and it's easier to kind of see the what is 4, what is 3, what is 2, and so in the bidding phase, you are bidding. You have a row of cards, and you're bidding on those different cards. And let me see. I don't have picture. Well, something like that. Yeah. And whoever bid the highest number will get the card. All the lower numbers that didn't get the card, they will get the upper benefit times the number of that disc they have. And there are rules like you cannot put two of the same color discs on two of your own discs on the same card. You cannot have two of the same number on one card. So if I bid a 4, I basically won the card. So you will not be able to bid a 4 there unless there are some groundbreaking powers. So if you have a special power that will give you that chance. So so the bidding phase is over, then you get those resources, whatever exchanges, or you get the cards. You put the cards in your factory. It's a row. And then you, let me see, something like that. And then you basically activate your row. There are 2 different rules. And I played with the alternative rule. So the base rule is that you can activate the cards in any order. And the alternative rule is that if you put down a card, it stays in that position in that row, and you must activate from left to right. When you get a new card, you can snuck it in between cards, but once you put it there, it's done. So it's more deep that way. The strategy is more deep because you are trying to figure out in advance how you want your engine to be built and what cards. Because like if I activate from left to right, I want to get the resources from that card so I can activate the next card with those resources. So I can activate the next card with other resources. So I must be more smart with that. So I played this way, and it's 4 rounds. It's quite it's very simple to teach, and then it's basically there's no words except the special abilities, but like the downside is there aren't enough special abilities, and some of
Not
them
very
seem
many.
less. Some of them seem more interesting than the others.
Yeah, I like this game. I do not love it at 2 players, and so I'm very much looking forward to this Furnace
Hmm.
Duo, which was supposed to be coming out in 2025, but I don't think ended up doing so. So I'll be curious to see how that
Interesting.
works.
Interesting, because I also played. I played it in as a 2-player game. I understand people not liking it, but this is one of those rare cases where like I've talked about it many times. I hate dummy players. I just despise dummy players. I don't like managing them. In this one, you just roll a die, you put the disc there, and that's it. Like it's so easy to implement. It's so easy to manage that at 2 players, I'm totally okay playing this one.
Yeah, and I don't like that because it's that dummy player die is just ends up being quite random, and not
It is.
something that you can anticipate or plan for, which you can do in a 3 or 4 player game. So
Yeah.
anyway,
No, I don't care
we'll
about the
we'll, we'll
randomness.
see we'll see how the dual version works if it ever comes out.
Yeah, I mean, just no furnace. It says 2025, so well, I
Yeah, it
don't know.
does. It says that, but the publisher has famously
You can
bad
buy Russian
distribution.
edition for
Oh,
25 euros.
mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it
All
doesn't have
right.
any text, so.
Mm.
All right,
Well, we'll
let's get
see.
to the next game. My next game is it's the newest entry on the list. It's my newest purchase, and I don't purchase that many games, but it's the one I purchased recently. Then I did my top 50, and I really enjoy it, and I want to get the expansion. Or there's like mini expansion, and I think there is another expansion, adds more cards, whatever. And that's Deep Regrets. Deep Regrets is very interesting. I think it's a set collection slash risk management game, and there's that where the like basically you are fishing for stuff, and it's Cthulhu like world where the fishes are, well, you can see not the greatest, and there are some like normal fish, and there are some whispering skulls, and then Bride of the Sea and Bowel Angel, whatever. And you're fishing for stuff. It's a bit risky. You can get some cards that hurt you. You can get some cards that benefit you, and you can never have a chart of the strength level. You need to spend the strength level in order to catch the fish. Some fish cannot be caught, and they have some abilities. And you're kind of like a Euro game, card game management. You play with dice, so you roll dice. These are your strength for using and catching the fish, and then you go to the market to sell. And you basically need to decide each round whether you go to the market or you go fishing. That will you stay there, and well, and deep regrets means that you constantly get the regret cards, and whoever has the highest score of those regret cards in the end will lose their highest priced trophy. And trophies are basically the fish cards that you put underneath your playmat, and they are the points are multiplied, and you lose a ton of points if you get the most regrets. This is the one thing. This is the one thing I feel like it's cool, and on the other hand, it's like nah, because for example, in our game, another player had like he was really lucky. You can get some ability cards and stuff. He got really lucky getting several copies of the same ability, kind of like getting rid of those regret cards, and he got rid of them on the last turn. Like he got a ton. I'm like, oh, I'll be fine as well. So as long as he has more, and then he's like, boom, 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 0. I'm like, no, these like I would like to kind of pull those ability cards out of the game. They kind of ruin the end of the game. So I would love for it to be somehow, I don't know, fixed with those deep regret cards. This is something that should be done with the abilities and stuff. So, or maybe it just got lucky as well. So, anyway, still very cool looking game.
I enjoy Deep Regrets. I think it's a great game. I think it's great solo, and I enjoy it with others. But I have always found every time I play that the regrets, that mechanism feels a little underdeveloped because, as you mentioned, it is very easy to get rid of them if you want to. You can just sort of spend a turn doing that, and you almost have to. And I just didn't find that they did all that much to you. There was something about if you had a lot of regrets that people would sell you. There was something about what people would sell you things for. There was some sort of a purchasing penalty or a purchasing bonus, but it wasn't that big because you spent very little time in the town anyway. I just in general found it to be something extra that didn't really do much. But I liked the fishing part. That part was a lot of fun.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing. I would either forgo this mechanism completely. Still a great game. It's my 23. But I would forgo this mechanism completely or refurbish it into something where the risk management feels more appropriate and not, from one side to the other, like very swingy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, all right. Still a great game and really cool looking. I really love the theme and how it looks. And by the way, it's also like with who's that? Gosh, I forget all the names today. Ryan Lockett, yeah. That designer is also the artist, Judson Coven.
Right. Yes.
I say like Ryan Lockett, like the
yeah. Like, wait, no, it's not Ryan Lockett. All right.
So
very well.
A talented man. All right, let's get to my number 22. My number 22 is another lighter game that we both played for the first time on the cruise, and we both were like, oh. And you were like, I need to get the copy right away. Like, I don't know if you went online right away. I don't remember. Probably did. Like, I need to get a copy. And it's the First Rat. Not the First Rat. It's First Rat. And First Rat is a lighter game. Is it called ladders, snakes and ladders game? How do you call it? That you go through the.
It's not snakes and ladders.
No, it's like people. It's similar to that. I don't remember. Like basically, you go through this path with your rats that want to become cosmonauts or ratonauts or something like that. And there is a cool mechanism or rule about moving those rats. So you can move one rat up to several spaces, or you can move several rats up to a smaller amount of spaces, smaller number of spaces. But all of these rats then must end up on the same colored spot. And at the beginning, it feels a bit clunky, but it's totally not. It's a really cool mechanism, and you're trying to get the different. You're trying to get the resources or maybe some extra packs, bonuses. But the main thing is trying to get the components for the for the rockets. You can see those components, and then you spend those components in order to put your cube on. There are like many tracks, and like spend 10 cheese, you can put a cube on there. Spend these components, you can build a one part of the rocket, and then you can, if you build all 3 parts of the rocket, you can put the cube there. It's basically whoever puts the cubes faster on those higher numbered, higher point spots. And you can also rescue rats from here, like, or is it nursery or whatever, and you can get some abilities, like you can go through the tunnels, whatever, for free, or like something else. And it's linear. It's not something I would play every day. It's gonna get boring. I would love to see an expansion for it. There's mini expansion, basically a rule that you can have super rats, and there's like references to famous people. Like I need to be very precise how I spell it. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger is like Ratnegger or something like that. Yeah. Arnold something. They put like rat and then a part of that, whatever. Like I don't remember the
I don't remember
the different names, but
okay.
It's like super rats, but they have like Armstrong is a rat strong or something like that. So yeah, a cool game. Easy to explain. You know, the iconography is very well thought out. Oh, you can on the other side of the board, you can customize where the spots, different color spots are. So a little bit of friendly.
You can. That part is a huge hassle. I've done it, and it takes forever to set up. And I much prefer just the basic side of the board, but that option is there.
Yeah. And yeah, I would really love to see an expansion, but I'm sure there's not going to be an expansion for this one.
I'm sure not. But no, it's a good one.
Sadly. All right, let's get to the next game. My nose is itchy. Anyway, the next game is also about flora and fauna. No, it's not animals. It's not rats, but also some small creatures. And it's also space themed. Like the rats wanted to go to space, to become retronauts, but bees are already in space in apiary.
That's true. That's where they live.
The theme, the theme, you can see on the cover. It's.
That's where it lives.
Yeah. Yes. So bees in space, just forget it. It's a Euro game, and your bees are your dice. Again, I really like when designers implement dice in various ways. For example, I really like dice placement games with like numbers, etc. This one is, and as you place those dice on those different spots, so you can use those spots, the worker spots. They become older. It's like it's a very old NSKN game. NSKN is now a part of Board and Dice. It's no longer a publisher. They merged. But NSKN was many years ago, and they had a game called Predator. Predator was about the Roman Empire, and they also had this kind of the dice get older. So stuff like that, and when they go to pension, whatever, like they retire, whatever, etc. And it was in another game that Board and Dice did, whatever. So it's cool mechanism, and so you collect the different resources. You basically have an engine building because you have your hive mat, and if I can maybe find it, maybe not, because a lot of useless pictures. Yeah, sure. Can you show me a picture of? Here we go. This is your hive mat, and you put down the different tiles here. Some of them give you production, some of them is something else, one-time use, whatever. Build your engine on based on that, and then you want to claim this is the carve, the honey, whatever tiles, whatever they're called. You want to claim those. And there are some other Euro mechanisms, basically. You're trying to manage different resources. You can get some cards, like free actions. You can, dance, which is a little bit questionable part of the worker placement. Like this dancing, this dancing spot, it's okay. It's where you convert stuff, but this dancing part is kind of boring. I didn't really understand why it's in the game. It's like just for the sake of having a spot there.
Yeah. No one ever goes there.
Like exploring, advancing, and growing, and carving, and all of this, and then going up the track here. It's a very, very cool game, and there are many different mats and how you customize your board with those tiles, and then you get the expansion. Expansion adds even more, and I like how the expansion adds more of the same, basically, stuff. Not the same, but like it doesn't add any new mechanism as long as I remember. Right. Yeah, it's just more of the stuff, which I always like. But yeah, it's your Euro game. It's space and bees, bees in space, and yeah, it just works so well that I really enjoy it. I don't know what else to say.
Yep, it's good. I like it. It's one that I've played quite a few times, and I always have a good time with it.
It's very solid. And I feel like it's best with more players than less players. Because, just more worker placement interaction.
Maybe. I actually like it just fine with two. I find that the speed of... I find that adding more players just adds more time.
Yeah. I play that too as well. I don't know. Maybe 3 is my sweet spot. All right. Let's get to the next game, and this one is not about bees, not about rats. It's about monsters, and it's called Horrified. And I don't have all of them, because with some of them, well, if I go to US, I can buy it in Target. But if, for example, I go to European shops, online shops, not that might have it. For example, the Greek monsters one was like 70 euros. 70 euros. It's about like $80 for Horrified. No, $80 should be like Scythe big box. Like it's like no. It's a small, easygoing cooperative game where you have a bunch of actions and you go around the board. You collect the items, which basically there's not much. They have different names, those items, but they are just numbers and colors, basically. And then you have those monster boards, and they are basically mini games. You need to solve those mini games and then use those items in order to defeat the monsters. And then when you defeat those monsters, you win the game. Or if the terror level goes up to the last space, for example, by you dying, and when you die, you come back to life, but the terror meter goes up. Or the commoners come out, villagers, whatever they are, come out, and they roam around. You need to save them. You need to take them to the safe spots, or they'll be eaten by the monsters. And the monsters have those movement rules, and they have the hero phase and the monster phase. It's very easy going. It's very much fun. The base box, the first Horrified, I think is the best. Has the best monsters. The American monsters, clunkier. Some of them have conflicting rules. The Greek monsters, okay. And the world of monsters was Yeah, I have the World of Monsters. The World of Monsters has the worst rulebook of those horrifieds that I've seen.
True.
I mean, it doesn't explain anything about the monsters. It has, I think, like 2 or 3 different names for those villagers. I don't remember exactly, but it says something like villagers. Then it says next in another rule it says commoners. Next in another rule it says followers. Whatever. Like, it's not even consistent on the terminology. It's still cool. We still played it. It's still horrified. I still enjoy it, and I enjoy new monsters. But yeah, I have issues with the production and rulebook. But
Yes.
if we take the base horrified and let's say American monsters as well, it's okay. So we take American monsters. Those 2 boxes,
Yeah.
great. Sad part, you cannot mix and match them.
Yeah, I mean, you can. There are rules to do so for American monsters and Greek, or sorry, for world monsters and Greek monsters, but they require a whole lot of nonsense to go on to make that work. It's really a lot of bending over, and the Dungeons and Dragons one is kind of a return to form. I think it's definitely the third best of the set. So 3rd of 5. But it's not perfect, but it's definitely headed back toward the direction it should be.
All right. Okay. Well, I might check it out if it's in the library. All right. Let's get to the next one, which is it's a racing game, and I don't like racing games. I didn't like the Heat. Pedal to the metal. What is it? Heat. Yeah, Heat. I didn't really like it. It worked, but I just don't like circling around those tracks. It's just not my thing. It's just boring for me. Now, with this game, it's not boring at all because you crash and you you shoot or something like that. You're in the way of each other, and it's has this weird mechanism of turning, which is, I don't know. I tried to explain it so many times, and some people get it right away, and some people just don't get it. I don't know why. It's Joyride, and it's this drifting or like turning mechanism where people get confused. Steering, yes.
Is difficult for people to understand. Once it's shown and explained at one time, it usually starts to click, but it is not what it seems. It isn't quite what it sounds like.
Yes. Well, we had like once I showed it and explained it a few times, the other people got it, but one person just couldn't get it throughout the whole game. Just couldn't. I don't know why. Well. Yeah. It's a bit clunky, but this game, yeah, it's a racing game. You bump into each other, you're trying to race through those different laps. But one thing, what is cool about this one, you can see this map. You have lap 1, lap 2, or lap 2, like the checkpoint, and like you're not going in like you kind of are going in circles, but you can also customize the different maps. You can go however you want. You just have to go through 1 first, then 2. How you do it, from what side, nobody cares. And that's what's cool. It's more roaming around and cool cars. I want to get more expansions. I want to get more different cars. There's that shifting gear stuff when you turn and then you roll the dice. It's with the dice mechanism where you roll dice, and that's how many spaces you need to lock some dice. You're trying to manage your speed so you will not, fly away and explode or whatever. You have nitro. But either way, there was one guy, I think he got nitro. Yeah. No, it was you, I think. No. Was it? It?
I'm the person who always got that and ended up blowing up every time.
You were like, you tried the nitro, you blew up, and they were like, at some point, you're like, I'm going to try nitro again. Like, you didn't learn your lesson, and then you blew up again. You're like, okay. But it's fun. I don't know. Even if I lose, I always feel like it's fun to play this game. It's like I don't care if I win or lose. I want to win, but and of course, do play with the special abilities. Do play you can play one side where everybody's the same, and then you can play the other side where everybody's different. Like there's pirates. There's also a taxi driver. Like it's a separate expansion, but I don't have it. But different cars.
Right.
And one thing about this one, it's, as you can see, very busy board. The board is not an issue. The cars, sometimes you look at the car like, what's the front, what's the back? The art on the cars themselves is not the best. But for those, and there's especially that thing, like for those who might be confused by that, if you turn your car upside down, it has the blank and just an arrow, so you can understand what's the front, what's the back. And there's it's a bit clunky on those rules where you collide. Once you get it, it's fine.
Yeah.
So it's Joyride, my number 19.
All right.
Let's get to the next number. My next number is a bunch of games. Well,
okay.
It's basically the same game. It's just in different formats. And for this purpose, number 18, Clank. For this purpose, I do have Clank Catacombs. I also want to get the newest expansion. Basically, I do own a Clank Catacomb. But your usual Clank, basically this Clank Catacombs is just more randomizing on the board. Clank is also great. I played Clank Legacy 1. I'm in the process of playing Clank Legacy 2, so I can put Clank Legacy here as well. But once it's done, it's done. I'm not going to put Legacy here. So Clank is just a great deck building game where you roam around the dungeon. And if we, let's go with Clank Catacombs because I do have that one.
Okay.
Base Clank has a fixed board layout, just a huge board. This one, Clank Catacombs, so you basically use deck building and use your cards to move around to get trophies, to get points, whatever extra stuff. In Clank Catacombs, you have prisoners you can help, and the map is randomized, as you can see. As you go, you explore new tiles, you lay them out. It can be very different. One downside about that one is you never know how the map expands, and like your table is not infinitely wide or like, so a little bit of that space problem, but overall a great game. I don't know what else to say. Everybody knows Clank, so you do clank sounds, and then the dragon comes after you, and you're killed and whatever.
Yeah, this is just a fun one. It works really well. All of the versions work quite well. I just like it quite a lot. I have the brand new expansion, this Underworld one, that I have not yet played. So
I want to get it.
Try it.
This one. Mm-hmm. It probably adds more tiles or whatever. Really.
It does.
Because
it adds a new board you can go to, a new sort of extra dungeon new board, but I haven't looked at it much yet.
Because the layers one, the layers, more of the tiles, but I don't know. I didn't feel like layers was such a big addition. I was like, yeah, okay, if it comes up, I was okay with it. Anyway, let's get to the next game. My next game is the one that will be, I think, somewhat different. Because I'm waiting for 2.0 upgrade pack, plus the 2.0 for the expansions, etc. And that is Last Aurora.
Oh, yeah.
And this is also a racing game in a sense, but trying to get to the ship. You will never get to the ship. And this is a game where you have your it's a card tableau kind of management or a little bit of that deck building. No, it's not really deck building. It's tableau building in a sense. You get more cards, you get those specialists, you use those specialists to move around the board, to get to the ship, to get points, and you're attacked by raiders. And if I can maybe, and then you build up your car, and it's a cool looking stuff where you put down, you have spots for resources, and this one is the deluxeified edition. And you can put guns on top of your car, and you get damaged, you get damage tokens, etc. And you can kind of change one engine to another one. It's like the engine has power, how many cards you can, how many containers you can truck or pull, etc. So you're managing this cool, and the artwork for that one is great, because like it all kind of combines into one huge truck. So yeah, I really enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to the new edition, the upgrade pack, because it should fix some of the problems with raiders. The raiders is the I would say the weakest part.
It is.
The combat, let's say, not raiders, combat is the weakest part, and it's clunky. So if they will fix that, and it will have, there's like different editions. One will be, I don't know, Firelands, and the other one will be like different environments as well. So looking forward to that one, because I really like card games, tableau buildings, etc.
Yeah, this is a good one. I haven't played it in a little while, but I was actually I saw it in the closet the other day, and I thought, oh, maybe I need to get that one back out again. I do enjoy this. I wish some of the rules were a little more intuitive, and but I wish that catching the ship weren't as illusory as it is. I wish that were kind of a viable thing to do, but it really isn't. It ends up being a little bit more random, and you really have to forego everything else if you want to get there. And I don't know that the benefit from getting there is worth skipping essentially the rest of the game.
Yeah, and another thing is that the point system, it's just so few points that you get from so few places. So I hope they will fix a little bit of that as well.
Right, that's fair.
All right, let's get to the next one. Next one is a huge game, and there was also an announcement recently from Jamie regarding the new expansion, and regarding the something else. I don't remember, like several stuff. And it's
okay, this one, okay.
Wingspan, yeah. The travel edition of Wingspan, yeah.
That's right.
And Wingspan, I do have the nesting box. I will buy the other expansions as well. I'm not gonna buy the travel edition. I don't care about that. But and I also played Wormspan. Wormspan base game is better than Wingspan base game for me. Yeah, it has more stuff. But they are so similar that I was like, I don't need several of almost the same game. I got rid of Wormspan. I know there will be expansions from Wormspan, but when will Wormspan catch up to but when will Wormspan catch up to Wingspan? So Wingspan has more expansions, more cards. I'm like, I'm just going to invest in Wingspan. That was my choice. Sure. And Finspan, for me, felt too light. And I don't care about fish. So.
Yeah, I mean, all three of these are good. None of them is particularly thematic, but they're all very interesting games. And they deliver a very similar experience. I think Finspan is actually my favorite of the three because it is so fast and easy to teach. But I enjoy all three of them.
So yeah, and then whoever doesn't know what's Wingspan, basically it's an engine building. You build a tableau of cards, trying to get the most points. You catch those birds. You give them food, whatever. You activate rows and not columns, but you activate rows and blah blah blah, an engine building game. Get the most points.
Yep. There you go.
And cool birds. Let's get to the next game. My next game is very different. It also starts. Oh, by the way, I have basically no. It's not exactly, but I would say yes. I have 4 games in a row that start with W.
Okay.
That's interesting. Well, this one's
Aurora.
No. I mean, like the Wingspan was the first one.
Okay.
This one. Okay, it starts with the, but it's still under W if you go to Board Game Geek. And this one is one of the franchises that I adore. I adore the third installment in video game series. It's my favorite video game of all time, Witcher 3. But my number 15 is The Witcher Old World. Mm-hmm. And while The Witcher Old World is not about Geralt and those characters that you know, it's the old world. It's still quite a good game. Oh, wow. Okay, we are in a territory of some customized stuff. Just please show me. Well, still some deluxe stuff. But anyway, you get it. So basically, Witcher, the Old World, is not a complex game. It looks big, and if you add all of the expansions, it has a lot of explaining to do. But basically, you are a Witcher going around the board, activating those spaces, collecting cards, and then going and fighting monsters. And when you fight monsters, you have your deck of cards, and if I will be able to find any of the cards, but like there's just basically, yeah. And you can combo those cards based on the colors. So, and there is expansions. There's the Skellige expansion. You can travel to Skellige. There's the Mages expansion, the useless expansion of Mages. I just don't use it. There's the Adventure Pack expansion that adds more adventure cards, because there's the story elements as well. So you sometimes get somewhere where you read from a story card, or somebody reads to you, and you make a choice, and then based on the choice you get some consequences. It's easygoing, the exploration, but it's still a little bit of cool story. Mm-hmm. And there's the white, not the white frost, the whatever, the bad guys, winter, whatever, white frost, whatever, expansion, which is totally cooperative expansion, which I played. I don't know. The Monster Trail expansion is great, and the big legendary monsters or some creatures expansion is cool, because basically how you win, you get to a certain number of trophies, and it's a little bit linear in that sense. The legendary creature is like basically you get more trophies. It's going to be easier to fight that legendary creature, but in order to win the game, you have to fight that legendary creature. Whoever wins against it will win the game. It changes the end game a bit, and it's cool. And so, as you can see, it's all customized. It's somebody's customized copy. So yeah, I really enjoy Witcher. I enjoy the combat with the cards, like combining those cards based on the colors. It's cool.
Yeah, I like this game. I was skeptical about this one. I had no real connection with the theme. I've read some of the books now, but
oh, you need to play the Witcher video game.
I was skeptical coming into it, but I really enjoyed this one. And then I went all in on The Witcher Path of Destiny, which is an absolute dud. Oh my goodness! If you ever want to,
I heard about it. I would love to try it just because it's The Witcher, but I haven't heard great things about it.
Is it? It has The Witcher on the box. And
Let's
it does
try it.
take you through several of the stories from the books, but it's the same publisher, the same artwork, and it is not the same game.
Oh yeah. And by the way, they came out, or I think it's gonna come out, or it's on GameFound, or maybe it already was. No, I think it was the Witcher Legacy.
Sure.
Witcher Legacy. I didn't back it. We'll see how it comes out, when it comes out, and then
Neither did I.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably buy it if I hear good reviews about this one. Then I'm gonna buy it. It's gonna be a few years into the future anyway, so I might forget about it. So, and disclaimer: you need expansions. You need certain expansions for it to be a great game. Yeah, it's gonna be long game. It's gonna be a lot of rules, but trust me, the turns are very simple. The actions are very simple. It's so simple. It's just a lot going on. All right, let's get to the next game. The next game is, well, basically, yet again, it's almost several games, but I put the latest installment in it because I already played the other ones, and basically I sold them. I played them enough, so I sold them because I don't need the same system in several boxes that I'm just not going to play. I'm going to play the latest one. That's the Wandering Galaxy.
Okay.
You see, another W game. Wandering Galaxy is a Crossroads game like Forgotten Waters, which I really enjoyed, like the Freelancers, which I really enjoyed. Different themes, somewhat different mechanisms, but the premise is the same. You have this storybook, and you go through it. You have the app. This one is the most different from them because you can travel. Like the book, the page is the location, and you can travel within that location into that location, like just like within that planet, not just orbit the planet, but like there's like the inside of that planet or something like that, the extra locations, whatever. But it's a worker placement game, so you have those pages. You put your workers or your adventurers on there. You see what happens. There's the app. There's story elements. It's a story game. You manage your ship. In this one, you manage your spaceship. In Forgotten Waters, you manage your pirate ship, whatever. In Freelancers, you manage your party. There were a little bit of those D&D RPG elements. In this one, there's also those RPG elements. There is a little bit different system of cards, how you fight, how you do the skill checks with the cards, how you equip them. A little bit different from the other ones. The most complex one as well. Going through the tutorial was a little bit clunky, I would say. But maybe they the last time we went through the tutorial, it was easier. I think maybe they fixed something. Because at the time when I bought it, they had only like some amount of audio done, and I think now they have 100% of audio done, so you can listen to every dialogue. The voice acting is great. Yeah, the voice acting is great, and it's not as difficult as it seems. There's a lot going on. It has the most rules of all of the three of them, but it's still, place a character, see what happens, kind of thing.
Okay.
And you play through, and one thing I will tell you, it's almost like a campaign, because once you start a scenario, it's not one game. It's several long games. Like 3 or 4 or something like that. You play through a mini campaign of 3 or 4 games with one scenario. Or you can just play a game separately without the scenarios. I think there's an option that you can just free roam and play a game. You need to collect you need to collect 7 credits in order to 7 credits in order to pay off your debt or something like that.
Okay.
But
It's not a very,
but the campaign
it's not a very big debt.
well, the campaign has its stories and stuff, so you should try the campaign stuff, like play it. But one game is quite long. It's not. It's small stuff. All right.
All right. I'm looking forward to trying it. I like Forgotten Waters, but it's the only one in the series that I've played.
Oh, you haven't played Freelancers? It's good as well.
No.
I see. All right. Let's get to the next one. I'm going to try to do it faster. All right. Next one is another W game. And this game, when I played it on I played it on the cruise. It was okay. But it's also because, you travel there. I traveled there from Europe. It's a little bit tiresome. And you play a ton of games there. You get tired from playing so many games that it's harder to distinguish those games and really understand how good or how bad it was. But I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. A year later, I'm just gonna buy it, and that's Wondrous Creatures.
Okay.
And I played it again, and I sold my copy of Expeditions. And I know, very different games, but both games are engine building card games with boards. Well, the engine building card game part is the one that I'm most interested in. And when I played that one, I'm like, I don't need a ton of different engine building card games. I just need a few. I need something, smaller, something bigger. And I'm like, well, I don't care about Expeditions anymore because this one satisfies my needs of this card game. But this one is a worker placement. You place them on a map. These are the cool dragons with meeples, and you can upgrade your meeple in order to have the special ability. You place them near those resources in order to collect those resources, in order to use them on the cards to get those cards. And this is the whole engine building. There is some one-time use, continuous, whatever. You build up your tableau of cards and get the resources, get stuff, get points. It's your colorful Euro game, and it works really well. The combinations with the cards and the stuff you get, it's just so satisfying. And thankfully, the cards have icons, which aren't the best. But they also have a text that explains what those icons do. Thank you so much. Innovation. Thank you so much. It needs to be on every card. Well, and when you get used to those icons, you're like, okay, I don't need to read the text. I understand what it does. But I mean, having the text is so important. That makes the game so much better. And as you can see, a lot of beautiful cards. Wondrous Creatures is and those the production, even on the non-deluxified copies, production is good. I really want to get the expansion as well. But I tried to search for the expansion. It's really hard to get.
Oh,
on the market right now.
It's a very small expansion.
Gargantual Creatures or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of them, but the Giant Creatures it's just a small expansion. It's not all that great. It's not worth going out of your way for.
Oh wait, do I have Gargantual Creatures expansion? Oh, I have it. Okay, I have the Gargantual Beasts. I don't have a crew set. I wanted to get the crew set expansion.
Oh, that one's worth finding.
Yeah, and the Winterfall seems to be a new expansion.
That's coming out this year.
I see. Okay, maybe I'll get it. But yeah, I wanted to get the crew expansion. I couldn't get it because it's rare for some reason in Europe, and it was in some shops, but it was like the crew set expansion itself is like, let's say 20 euros or something like that, and then I would pay 30 euros for shipping. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay 50. It's
a bit much.
Yeah, I'm paying more for shipping than for the expansion itself. I'm like, no, and only like very, very, very few shops, like which with terrible shipping. All right. All right. Another game that has W in it because you can win with W. You can win the game by being good at the game, and I have been good at the game in a video game format and in a board game format. And this is one of the rare cases where implementation of a video game worked quite well. Like, for example, I played a ton of that game as a video game. That's Deep Rock Galactic. I have many hours of it clocked in on as a video game. I love it as a video game, and I was skeptical because, like, there's a lot of stuff going on. How they're gonna implement? How it's gonna feel as a board game? It does work. The different characters' abilities. I don't have any of the expansions. I haven't played it a bunch. I still have many scenarios to play. I want to get the expansions eventually, but those expansions are so expensive. Those expansions are
They really are.
Each expansion is basically the base game price.
Yeah, they're not the cheapest expansions.
Like some of them, like 80 euros an expansion. Like, why? So I'm not sure, but I'm gonna maybe at some point buy one or two of the expansions. I'm gonna just see what is the best one to add. Right now, I'm fine with the base game, and this is the game where you should play it 4-player game because you want to have all of the different dwarves, and your dwarves going into caves and trying to find the different. There's different missions, but basically different rocks and stuff. And fighting off a ton of bugs. The downside is unpainted. It's a bit hard as unpainted to see what are the bugs exactly. And the chart for the bugs, which was I bought this kind of a small upgrade pack, which gave us the cards of those creatures. Because before that was a huge chart, or like several of them, or something like that, which you're constantly trying to see. Oh, this is that creature. It attacks that way. It has weakness on that one. It's like and like the game takes a lot of space on the table. I'm like, no, please, another board, huge board, and then they gave you those cards. The problem with those cards, they don't show everything at some point. Like, it was like weird.
Yeah, that is a problem. It's yeah.
Like, what is going on? So they should do it correctly. Give me the cards. Like, for example, if I have certain creatures on the board, I take out those cards and they tell me and show me everything. Because I think they showed the icons, they didn't give you the text. And for some of them, the text was important because the text has special rules. So yeah, anyway, you blast yourself through the cave and get the mission done, get back into the pod. It is Deep Rock Galactic video game, basically. It implements it really well. So I'm eager to try Valheim, another one that's
decent. You'll probably have a good time with it. I've got that one.
Well, I want to compare how it's to, like, because the as I said, the video game is a sandbox. The Valheim, like Deep Rock Galactic, is also Deep Rock Galactic is looter shooter. So you go, you loot, you shoot. Basically, Valheim is sandbox. You can spend hours upon hours just building your base. So I'm not really. I want to see how well it works as a board game. So this one works.
All right. Yeah, I like this game. I was surprisingly enamored with it. I still haven't played the video game. Someday. But
it's a co-op.
Yeah.
You shouldn't play it alone.
Well, then I probably won't ever play it.
No. You can play it alone, and then you have your robot companion that helps you. But it's so much fun as a co-op game.
I see.
because you have different gnomes that or dwarves that have different abilities. Some of them have zip lines, some of them drills through. Well, anyway,
Yeah, there's a
we can play it at some
0%
point.
chance I'm playing an online co-op video game, but
You can
all
try it.
right.
You can try it to solo as well. So who knows?
Mhm.
Anyway, let's get to the next game, which it had the name of a video game. I don't think it had anything to do with the video game because video game is very different. And then they changed the name, which is a wise choice. It was called Age of Empires 3 or something like that. And now it's called Empire's Age of Discovery.
Yeah,
And
totally different name.
Yeah. Oh, the theme, like there is exploration and colonization and blah, blah, blah. Please stop that whining. It's a game. It was like that many, 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 many years ago. It's a fact. Just play the game. Don't whine about the themes all the time. Not you, Kyle. I'm telling
I wasn't going to whine.
to the cancel culture people or the how do you say the victim syndrome people. Yeah, I'm very harsh with them. So this is a worker placement game with a very cool worker placement mechanism. First, you place all the workers on the side of this board, and you can send them to a new world to explore. You can get the goods, you can get the ship, which is merchant ship, which basically there's no theme in the merchant ship. It's just an extra wild good.
Yep.
And you need the whole miniature for that. Sure. You can get the tiles, which are basically like buildings or abilities, whatever, and you're trying to, like a little bit of engine building. You can go fight the natives. You can go explore. You can wage war upon each other, which we almost never did. We almost never fought with each other.
Yeah.
We didn't
I agree. It's a weak.
You use soldiers. You use soldiers for exploration more than fighting each other. But yeah, and you can also get the different special ability boards, like the nation boards, and some of them are broken as hell. Yeah, you should not use all of them. There was, I think it's Turkey or some kind of empire that was so broken. War. It was like you can convert soldiers into missionaries or something like that. Or when you place missionary, you place a soldier, and it was such a warfare nation in this Euro game about worker placement that it ruined the whole game. So that board, I didn't throw this board away, but I might use it as a candle table, whatever. And if it will burn, it will burn. Now, yeah, this Empire Stage of Discovery is a newer edition. It came out 2015. Yeah, and you have area control. The second part is area control, and you get most of the points based on the area control. You place down your different workers. And the third part is the different workers have different abilities. Like Builder lets you build for cheaper. The settler is just a simple worker. The missionary adds another settler to the region you put it in. The merchant brings you money. The captain is better at exploring. The soldiers, they can help with exploring, war, whatever. And so yeah, it's really cool. And one of the other cool parts is that each round you start with 5 basic settlers, workers, because the workers you use, like missionaries, merchants, etc., they either stay on the board if you send them out in the new world, or they are reset and go into the common pile. So you will never build up an army of workers. You use them, they go away. But you can there are spots where you can generate workers for the special workers for the next round. There are buildings and tiles that generate you workers each time. So yeah, you need to get your economy on the worker economy. Yeah.
Sure. It's been a while since I played this, but I remember really enjoying it.
I don't know. It just works, and I love it. It's not. It was my number 2. Now I haven't played it in a while, so it's number 11. Other games,
Okay.
they just newer games come in and they take the spots. It's fine,
They do.
but it's this one is great. All right, let's get to the to the top 10. And okay, now we'll try it faster. My number 10 is a game that you can either play solo or 2-player. You can play with more players, but you're sadistic, narcissistic person if you play with more than 2 players. Don't torture others by suggesting playing it with more than 2. Imperium. Legends, Classics, Horizons. Yeah, if you're saying let's play a 3-player game, you're torturing people.
To the point that the Star Trek remake, is just for 2.
Oh, okay. I never played that. I don't care about Star Trek anyway. But let's say Horizons, because I have all 3 and they're all in that box, and I got the insert. I got the special insert because it needs an insert. It has like 30 different factions, and it's a weird, in a sense, deck building game, because each of you there is a common market of cards, but each of you has their own deck and have some special rules based on what nation you get. And some nations really break the main rules of winning, or like, for example, there's Arthurians, the nation called Arthurians, and they are searching for the Holy Grail, and they win if they find the Holy Grail, and they don't have some of the cards from the, like, there are some like Egyptians and Romans. They are rather common, they have they're rather basic in a sense that they have all of the cards, all of the same rules. And Atlanteans and like Arthurians, and there is even like aliens. No, I don't remember. No aliens.
There might be
Utopians.
There's a Martians in the Horizons. I think there's a Martian faction.
Martians. Okay, yeah. So anyway, you have those nations, and you basically play the 2-player game. You go against each other, building up your deck, building up your tableau of cards. You also put some cards that are continuous. Use those fields, whatever they are. You buy cards or you break through cards. Breaking through cards is basically taking cards without the bad stuff, because if you just acquire cards, you get the bad stuff, and the game might end. Like, they're basically those the bad cards. I don't remember what's they called, the raise or whatever cards.
Yeah, but there's some
fear
name for it. Mm-hmm.
Those cards are basically minus points, and you can get rid of them. But if the stack of those cards from the common market is empty, the game ends immediately, and whoever has more of those cards loses. And it can also be strategy. I did it once, that I sped up the game knowing that that person has more of those cards, and that's how I won the game. But yeah, or you get through a certain, like, there's a special deck, you get through that, or you get through your own, like, you develop your nation wholly, like you get through all of your cards. And there is also special rules, etc. It's clunky, but once you get it started, it's not as difficult as it seems from the rule book. The biggest problem is a lot of terminology: acquire, breakthrough, whatever it is. Like,
yeah, different. I don't remember terms the terminology for the same thing, right?
Yes.
Rather than buy a card without the without any of the consequence cards, it has a special term, and that makes it difficult to teach. So
yeah, like acquire means you get it into your hand. Okay, like discard the card has its own term. Like, you're not discarding, you're abandoning or something. Like, please just discard a card, then I know. Yeah. Or discard, or like remember the abandon could be the word for like abandoning the card completely out of the game, let's say, something like that. Like, but the terminology is terrible.
Really is.
But the game is so great.
That's true. Both things are true.
Each time somebody suggests like, let's play it, I'm like, I haven't played it in a while. No, I don't wanna. But when we start playing it, I'm like, oh, really good. But getting it on the table, like making myself take this out of the shelf is so much work.
It's hard. Yep, I agree.
And get the insert. Now it's a basic insert, but like I got the special insert where you can fit classics and legends. But you don't need. For those who are thinking of buying this game, buy either classics or legends. I would say even classics. Try it this way because it still has enough faction. I think it has like 8. I think it has 8 factions in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then if you like it, buy the Horizons. Don't buy the Horizons because Horizons is more expensive. And if you don't like it, because I think the classics, Legends, the box was like 35 euros. It was cheap for such a great game. So try those first. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
The next game, the big game, the one that I have owned since the Kickstarter delivered, and I bought in this stylish fashion. I always buy empty big boxes so I can fit all of the stuff which is necessary and unnecessary that I might not even use, but I just need those huge boxes that I will then never pull off the shelf. And one of those games is Scythe, number 9. Scythe, an amazing engine building, area control, resources and stuff. Now, I'm not going to talk much about Scythe. It's amazing. Basically, I really like the engine building and the choice of actions, how you choose the actions. Everything is based on the stars. You put the stars down, they give you points at the end of the game. Different factions, you can get the expansions which add. I have all of the expansions. I think, I have. Except, like, I don't have like blinky stuff, but I have all of the expansions, even the modular board. I don't have like metal mechs. I have plastic mechs, so it's. But I have all of the coins. I think. Oh, you got me the last coins that I couldn't find anywhere. You got me those 5 or something, or 2, 5 and 2 coins.
The 2s and the 50s are special, and then the red 5s and the blue 10s are special.
Okay, so
and
I got
5s and 10s are the same color.
Anyway, I got the expansions. I got the insert. I have the big box. It's amazing. Rise of the airships expansion. For the special goals, alternative end game conditions, fine. Why not?
Yeah.
For the airships themselves, clunky. Don't use it.
That's a waste of time.
Extra factions like the Boer faction and this Japanese type faction, fine. Okay. Why not? More factions. The Rise of Fenris must buy expansion because it adds 2 more factions. One of them is very aggressive, another one is very customizable. It has this campaign, but you can skip the campaign and just pull out all the stuff and play it. It has the faster first turn rules. Like it speeds up the game in the beginning, because in the beginning everybody's like slowly crawling out beyond the river, to get to the center or whatever. It feels very samey. It feels very slow and clunky. Not clunky, sorry. Very slow. And this Rise of Fenris adds the rules about, you start with like the ability to, I don't remember that, some tokens that give you some abilities to cross the river or something like that. So yeah, it faster starting turns. Sure. It's great.
It's good. I like it. I quite enjoy Scythe. I'm really looking forward to the Scythe versus Expeditions game that's coming out this summer.
Oh,
I think that'll
yeah.
be fun.
Well, my take on that, very very fast. For those who don't like, he did a smart choice here, like a business choice. Instead of printing one side faction, new side faction, one expeditions faction, made kind of a game. Will it be a dot game or a good game? We don't know. A small game.
We don't.
But for
No, nothing
those who just want a side faction, what will they do? They must buy a game to and throw away the expeditions faction. If they don't own expeditions, they don't want expeditions game. Or for those who want all expeditions faction, they do the same. And it's like I want the new side faction. Why not? I would like to have another side faction. But what do I do with the expeditions part? Because I sold my expeditions copy. Do I throw it away? Do I give it to someone?
Versus Expeditions.
No, I don't want to. No, it's stupid. No, just give us separate. Like, okay, do this game, but then also print separate. I don't know. Maybe he will print the separate factions packs. Put it in a simple cardboard like you did with the. Why not? Just give me the faction. Faction separate.
Now you can buy the game.
Well, yeah, but that way I have to spend more money. So, and for him, I think cost-wise, it was better to combine it into one box. It was more cost-effective than print a separate expeditions and separate side faction. Probably, it's a business, but I think people will start once it's out. People will start demanding separate packs for those factions. He will eventually make them, I'm sure.
All right, I guess we'll
Trust
see.
me. All right. My next game is another S game, and the one that is similar to another game on my list, but it's so good. It's an engine building again. The theme works. It's not the most thematic game. It's on a heavier side, but it's just so satisfying, and I need that new expansion that came out last year. It's SETI.
Oh, you mean the expansion that didn't come out last year? Got it.
No, it came out in Essen.
Some copies.
I saw copies. Yeah, I saw the copy in European stores. So last year, I just didn't buy it yet. All right, SETI, an engine building, not worker placement.
No, not at all.
Not really area control, but like you are using cards. There's multi-use of cards. You put those pods on this board. Then you roam around. Then you land on a planet. Then you do the stuff there. Then you search for aliens. Then you reveal aliens, and then they give you more of a mini game related stuff. And it's Euro game through and through, but it's just a ton of fun. It's hard for me to explain it. It's just tiles, tokens, cards. Yeah, you can see.
Fair. Yep. Tiles, tokens, cards. That should go in the box.
Yes. Want more tiles, tokens, cards? Go buy the SETI expansion right now. And of course, it needs more aliens, more of the different factions. And you said you don't have it. Yeah, you don't have in shops. You don't have the space agencies in shops.
No, nowhere in the U.S. at least. And even in European stores, it's been difficult to find. English copies are not much in the wild yet.
Well, it's out of... Yeah, I can see now it's out of order. And this one says it releases in 11 days. Okay.
Yeah.
You can pre-order that copy. Okay, but that will be... Nah, I won't get it on time. Sorry, I was about to get you that because I saw it being sold, but
Hmm.
but sorry, no, I will not get it on time. Even if it releases, it's gonna be 15, 16th already when I, and it's
Oh,
not in Estonia, so.
well, it'll get here eventually. I've been actually itching to play SETI again, but I've been waiting for this to come out to kind of tip the scale.
Yeah. All right, so that's city number 8. My number 7, it's going to be a huge surprise for you because this game is something that, like, it's on the list now, but it might be off the list once I'm done with it and I've sold it. But I love exploration in games, and when a game gives me that exploration in its full glory, just give me something to explore. Just give me to explore the world. Just don't do the exploration plus 1,000 euro mechanisms. Just give me
Ooh,
that glory. And that's Vantage number 7.
okay,
It's
very
all
well.
about exploration. A huge box. It's not gonna get any
Very well.
expansions. He said it's the finished game. It's not gonna get expansions. I trust him so far. But yeah, basically, you can play it solo. You can play it with other players. I played it 2-player. It was amazing. Um, you can help each other. That's why. And you land on a planet, and you land on different corners or different cards of that planet. And there's like 1,000 or whatever. I don't know how many cards. So and there's a world. I think it's 24 by 24. Yeah, that's the world. We figured out how it's so the world of those cards. It's basically a huge grid of cards, and they basically whatever if it's north, it's the card above it. If you lay them out in the right order, 24 by 24, you get the whole image of the world. Anyway, but it's an exploration game, and you have like you see something, and when you play a 2-player game, you explain to somebody what you see, and then you have those actions that you can choose one, the other one, whatever. You can only choose one action per card, and then you read the passage. I played with the Rules Pop app because the game is huge, has a lot of text, has a lot of textbooks. It has, like, first of all, it's clunky to have like 5 different textbooks and you go through them. Tactile feel,
wait,
I
wait,
see,
what?
but the app is so much more convenient and faster. Just click the number, boom, and the icon of whatever. Done. And I really like to play it with the app, and it's a story. It's simple, basically. You choose something. You always get through the action. Like you will never fail the action, but each action has some consequences, and if you roll poorly, you can lose them health or whatever. There's different stats that you have, and if you go to 0, even then the book says, well, we can give you a second chance, or you can end it and explore again. Well, next time you play the game, you might be on you're most likely going to be on very different location. So far, all of the locations that I explored and my friend explored, I played it quite a few times. Each one of them was different. Like
Yeah.
we haven't yet. Well, I maybe played it only 3 times. Yeah, but I haven't yet met, like, 3 times means like 6, like, because it's 2-player, 2-player, 2-player. So it's 6 different locations completely, plus all of the exploration. So you go through the different cards, you explore, and I haven't seen, or I haven't heard of the same card yet. And then you have the characters, and then you have this grid you build around and abilities. It's very easy to win the game, actually. There's
Sure.
like, just focus on a quest actions and then you win the game. But I don't care about winning, I care about exploring.
Okay.
And this is all I want in an exploration game. That's why it's number 7.
Very well. Yeah,
All
I
right.
like Vantage. I mean, I have a good time with it. I I don't know. I almost wish I never wish there were a campaign, but I kind of wish I could, start it back. Sometimes I feel the end is a bit abrupt, and I kind of want to go back to the story I was having. I guess there's nothing that really stops me from doing that, though. So
Yeah, you can just keep exploring. Yeah, and I think it even like when you win it, it even like gives you the choice. Like, want to keep exploring? Like, stay on the planet? Yes.
yeah,
But like at some point, you want it to end because it's going to be too long. All right.
that's true.
Let's get to number 6. My number 6 is another huge game. A lot of problems. I mean, rules wise, the rule book, etc. It's clunky. You can lose very early, but then you can just restart it. And it has traitor mechanism, like hidden roles and traitor mechanism. I only played full co-op, and it's an official variant at the back of the rulebook, a full co-op game. And I really like to play a 2-player co-op, but I can play it with more players. That's Nemesis, number 6. And
Okay.
I still have only the base game Nemesis. I mean, like base game plus some of the expansions. I haven't played the lockdown, whatever, like the second version. And there's like the third version that came out or is coming out that I feel will
It's out.
be more. It's out. Okay, so it's probably more towards the first Nemesis. Well, I hope the third version is Nemesis first edition, but reworked. It looks like that from the pictures, like they are getting back to this first Nemesis formula. And yeah, you're just roaming around the spaceship, fighting aliens, smaller and bigger, exploring the rooms, trying to find the right stuff. In a cooperative game, if you get downed, your partner or people you play with, they can get you to emergency or surgery room or something like that, and you get revived, so you can get back. And yeah, you just go around trying to avoid aliens because fighting them, you don't have enough ammo. It's everything is resources are scarce. You make a lot of noise. There's this noise mechanism. You have to be careful. There's a lot of rules that you need to go through once you start playing, and if you don't die early, it's an amazing experience. It creates stories, it creates laughs, it creates so many great moments. I just love it.
Good.
For my I'm very thrashy, this kind of a big game. Nemesis is the one to go.
It's a fun game. It's one I do not enjoy teaching, but
True, me neither. But yeah, that's why I play 2-player with a certain. I play with a certain person 2-player because, like, I know he can get through it, and I can teach it to him fast.
All right.
And I always forget some rules, so who cares?
Yeah.
There's like so many exceptions. Like, anyway, number 5, a true cooperative game. While Nemesis is a semi-co-op, and please, people, stop doing semi-co-op games. Make them either competitive or co-op games. That's it. Semi-co-op doesn't work, but full co-op works. Number 5 is Paleo.
Now, have you played Paleo with the traitor mechanism?
No. Why?
Oh.
Why should I?
No, you should play it. The traitor mechanism is great. It's in the third expansion.
There's a third expansion?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a traitor mechanism.
Oh.
It's called Paleo Traitors.
What? There's no such thing.
No, of course not.
So basically, there's one bigger expansion. That's a lot of stuff, modules, etc. So it's a modular cooperative game where you mix and match different sub-modules and then play a game. You need to paint the picture of the mammoth, get those victory points, and survive the nights, survive through the game. And you build tools, and it's all about icons, and you compare icons, very easygoing skill checks. The main mechanism is that you take you divide and yet again play it only up to 2 players. More players not recommended. It's a
okay
two-player
with
game.
3, but it's not. It's definitely best with 2. And
Yeah.
even the
And
rules suggest not playing it with 4.
yeah. And so basically, how many players you play? If your statistics played with 4. Okay. You divide the deck evenly between the players, and then you take the top 3 cards without changing their order. And then from the back of that card, you choose where you go. Some cards are mysteries, some cards are rivers, mountains, forests. You don't really. Some cards have special icons on them. You don't really know what's behind the card. You have to choose first. And like in the forest, you might find wood and food. In the mountains you might find stone, but you might end up in a danger card on a danger card. And there is a mechanism where other people can help you if they are, or on a non-danger card if they have this symbol where instead of resolving their own card, they go help your card. So there's that. So, and everybody resolves the card, and then you go back and forth with this, and different modules. Some of them are easy, some of them are so hard. The expansion adds farms and other modules and other decks. It's a bit clunky because with the expansion, if you play with the expansion and using the modules of the expansion, you must play with new base decks of cards as well. You must put the... That's clunky. Why couldn't they just implement the... Whatever. Because of the mechanism. Oh, whatever. And so there are mini expansions. I bought several ones. I don't have all of them. There's like those mini decks. Some of them are hard to find. Some of them I want to find them. I eventually will buy them all, or try to find them all. But I have a few, like 3 or 4. I have them. A white whale, I think I have. I have hornets, I think I have. I don't have the cave, and I don't have the newest one, I think. No. The people one. I don't remember. Anyway.
No.
Great game.
It is. It's a fun one. That's when I got out about 2 months ago, and just kind of...
The new secrets, the caves. I think I have Flash of Wits. I have the hornets. I have the white whale. No, I have terror birds. Well, basically, there's initiation rites. There's the caves I don't have. The new secrets I don't have. So like, there's so many mini card decks. Some of them I don't really know. Some of them are, I think, shuffled in the base deck. Some of them are like modules, totally like modules that you play separately. So, yeah. Sorry, what do you want to say?
Oh, I just got it out recently. That's all. It's been one has been back on my list for a while.
Yeah. It's just so good, so good. All right, my number 4 is the game that's been on my list for many years, even being my number 1 for many years, and now it's getting back into it got back into top 10 or like, I mean, it's close. I need to play it more. I haven't played it that much. The legendary edition, whatever I think the ultimate, ultimate. There's some special name that I have for this one. Cycle D's, but the new edition.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I played that. I played the new edition finally.
I always told everybody that I don't like Titan's expansion. I think Titan's expansion really ruined the game, for me at least. It made the game different. And some people are like, no, now it's good. Like, no. If you want Titan's expansion, just go play Kemet. Kemet is for that. Now, Cycle D's Legendary Edition changes some stuff, makes it, I don't know, like more engaging. It implements, because I really like the Hades expansion, because it added heroes, it added some other extra cards. So now they implemented the heroes in a different way. They have the whatever the new one, Kronos, whoever they implemented, like, there was the Hades expansion was modules, and they implemented different ideas of those modules in a new way in a Legendary Edition, and the Titans as well in a new way. And it's an area control game. You build ships, you build troops, you're trying to build metropolises. So to win the game, you beat on those gods. The beating system is now different. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now it's 1, 2, 3, then 5, 7, 10, 15. Like the next step you do is much more like it makes the bidding so much faster, because like jumping from 10 to 15, you might not have enough money, and money is very important in the game. And they updated the artwork, the cards, they look better. And it just, they made everything better in this game. I really enjoy it. And I'm eager to play it again. I have this Ultimate Deluxe Edition that I bought, like all in stuff. Almost, basically. I don't, because I love the game. Gold coins, whatever, the metal coins and stuff, and bases for some. And they even made that some creatures, the water creatures, have water bases beneath them, like really cool looking. And there's the Meeples version for the poor.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. It's just the Meeples version. I'm like, I know, because the Cyclades, the old version was well produced, but it had its own issues. This one has also modular board, and I had all of the. I even had the small expansions. I had promos. Like my old Cyclades copy was all in as well, like everything that you can get, all of the expansions, all of the mini expansions, all of this stuff, even the wooden insert, etc. The box was beat up, but like the person who bought it from me should be really happy if they really like the Cyclades, the old one, like, because they have everything. Anyway, great implementation. Cyclades number 4.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar. All right, my number 3. Another game that's a story game, and I told you, like, I love stories a lot. I love exploration. This one is it's a Pokemon in a box, but with dragons. It's Dragon Eclipse. I haven't played it in a while because of the person. I played 2-player co-op. I couldn't meet with a person for a few months now. But we played a bunch of like maybe 5 or 6, I don't remember, games of this. It's a campaign. But it's the first part is very much a solo part. Where you explore, you go through the book of texts and stuff. But it's still cool. The second part of the game is when you start fighting those mistlings, they call them, the creatures, and you can fight them, you can catch them, and then you can use them. You can change your Pokemon, whatever, in order to, or dragons, or you can even evolve them so they become more powerful. Right now, the last game, we finally evolved our Ice Dragon and the Fire Dragon. And now I'm eager to try them as in evolved state once or twice, and then I will switch to a totally new. I always want to say Pokemon, but Mistlink. So, and the fighting system, I like looking at how it works at 2-player games. At 2-player, I would rather much prefer playing it at 2-player. The fighting, the exploration stuff. Amazing, but it's like there's not much to do with 2 players. It's 1-player stuff. This one as 2 players this part is amazing, because thinking about how I would play it 1-player, it's like I have 2 mistlings, but I can only use one at a time, and then if one dies, I can summon another one. But in 2 players, both of your mistlings are on the board, 2 versus 1. Yes, that mistlink you're fighting has some extra advantages because you're playing 2-player, but it's so much more dynamic. Like, okay, you do this, I do that, we combo, heal me, do this. I can take off that much health, and in order to catch it, you have certain rules you need to not rules, certain terms you need to get through. Conditions, sorry, not terms, conditions.
Sure.
In that particular order, so it's sometimes really hard to catch it. And sometimes we're like, we're not going to catch it. We're going to die, so we just have to kill it. It's like, sad.
Sad.
But we're trying to catch them all.
there's now a new standalone version called Mistling Academy, uh, which I don't know why anybody would ever buy, but you get two Mistlings and you can fight them against each other, and that's it.
Oh, there's
And it's
this
just
one. Interesting.
yeah, it's a weird product. It's sort of to introduce the sort
Hmm.
of two-player head-to-head version of the game, but it only comes with the two, and I can't see anybody ever saying, I want to play this. I've played it a few times. It was fine, but I was definitely ready
Yeah,
ready for more.
because it's like the no, the fighting is great, and when you finish the game, you can just play you can play a roguelite
Right.
mode, you can play one versus one mode, and you have a bunch of mistlings that you can choose from. That's much better. Like you already have that. Why do this two player?
Yeah.
Don't
It's a
and
product that I can't see anybody being satisfied with. I wouldn't be satisfied with it because I'd want all the others, and I can't see
yeah,
somebody else. Yeah.
and this one is the I have it on wish list. I haven't backed it because like it takes me a ton of time to finish this one. But Dragon Eclipse: The Grand
Okay.
Quest is gonna be the second installment in
Yep.
the series. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I'll buy just the retail copy base game without the miniatures because one other thing is with the miniatures, I don't have them painted, and you know
And they all look the same,
having them
and you
painted.
can't tell which one's which. Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to find that, and they have like their poses are not like there's no particular like card that shows you exact pose.
Yeah.
Like it should be this one based on the horns it has. Like okay, yeah, and sometimes I accidentally or another player accidentally move each other mistlings, like because the dragons look the
Yeah.
same, like,
They
and then I'm
do.
like, oh wait, why are you here? Oh, I moved you instead of me. Okay,
Hmm.
there should be some color bases or something and one more thing, a small thing I already talked about that is that when you do the insert and do the molds, look, in Witcher, the old world, they have the numbers underneath the miniatures, and they have those same numbers in the molds of the insert. So a number 25 goes in a 25 slot. In Dragon Eclipse, if I accidentally bump this insert and it falls down, every miniature just is on the floor. Getting it back is a Sudoku puzzle. Like like
Well,
where
there's a picture, right? But yeah, it's a little annoying.
no. Just I'm almost like I'm gonna buy a marker. I'm gonna mark them and I'm gonna mark all of the spots with my I don't know some stickers or something like that. So
Okay.
why don't they do that? It's stupid. Stupid. Anyway, okay, we need to finish that. Number two, similar to SETI, but it's a very different game, and it's an amazing game. I love it. I played the latest expansion, the latest board, and I don't know, it just works. It's worker placement. It's card tableau, not tableau, card building, deck building. It's Lost Ruins of Arnek. I have all of the expansions. Yes, different factions. You should have the expansion with the various faction abilities, not factions, leader abilities. It just makes the game more vibrant. Um, and yeah, you just you're trying to combine your workers and cards and resources, go up the tracks, trying to find the best combinations, trying to squeeze the last drop of your round of the round you're in order to get the highest up on the track, best cards, best spots, fight the monsters. It's your go-to Euro game, and it's not difficult. It's not heavy. It's not overwhelming. The iconography is great. It just works. It's so easy to explain, and it looks big, but trust me, it's so easy to teach. It's so easy to get into, and it bags a lot of punch.
That's true. Yeah, this is a good one.
Uh,
I haven't even played the second side of the new board, so
I only played the black tablets one. I haven't played the
And I
lanterns
only
one
played the
yet.
other one. I only played the caves one. So more to try.
Yeah, and yeah, great game, amazing game. Number 2. Okay, and finally, I'm sorry it took us almost 2 hours, but finally, my number 1. Who knew? The one that I didn't mention. What is it, Kyle? The game that I love but haven't mentioned yet. I always talk about it.
Stockpile?
It is. My number
Oh,
1 is
okay.
Stockpile.
All right. That's the
Well,
only one that you have
it,
mentioned.
it, it is
But-
it is surprising for me. I did it with the Pub Meeple generate the compare stuff. But thinking about that, well, I love to play Stockpile each time. Like if like my friends now, like I don't know if I want to play Stockpile, but I always want to play Stockpile. I will probably
Okay.
play Stockpile a few times on the cruise as well because I just love Stockpile. Of course, with the expansion, the second expansion, I have never played the second expansion, and I haven't heard good things about it.
It's mediocre.
But it just works. The speculating on the market, not perfect information. You don't have perfect information. You have some of the information. You risk. You bid on those cards, and some cards are face down, some cards are face up. What you get, but it's like but like this randomness is for example the dice randomness, okay, but it's the same for everyone. So the randomness of the dice is like it's affecting everyone. The randomness of the cards, well, it's just partial information. I have a partial information, you have partial information. Everything else, the randomness in this game is manipulated by the players themselves. How they put the cards, what they put face down, what they put face up. That's why I love this game so much. I always play with the poker chips, and I don't know. It's so easy to get into. It's so easy to teach. I just love it. I want to play it all the time. Like not all the time. I also get sometimes tired of it, but I've played it a bunch, and I will.
Fair enough.
Years later, I would still like. This is the game that we got years ago because I lost to you by not staying that late in Estonian board game camp. This was the one that you outstayed me in that board game camp, and that's where we bought it. And wow, love it.
It's a good one. It works really well. It's a great one to just play with probably anyone, and that's if that's what you're looking for, is a game that anyone can play and enjoy. This is a good one for that.
Yeah, and one thing is that people get turned off by the name, by the theme, and maybe by the looks of the board. But once they start playing, it's so much more easier and fun, and like it's not like your 18xx economy game. It's
what?
It's so easygoing. Yeah, I played it with several people, and everybody likes it. No, like almost everybody. Some people who didn't like it were like heavy Euro gamers. It's just too light for them.
No.
Those people. All right, that's it.
There we go.
That's it. It's been. I'm sorry, I was babbling for 2 hours, but this is my top 25.
There you go.
And it was fun still. So I'm sorry, my nose is still itchy.
Oh, well, maybe it's time to go blow it.
No, it's just itchy and from allergies, I think.
Oh, that's not fun. All right.
Um,
well, probably better go take on the day, but
it's been fun, and next time we're gonna do the top 10 anticipated games of 2026.
Very exciting. I quiver with anticipation.
What?
Okay, never mind.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. It's weird. We need to end this.
All right.